Hello. Hi.
Are we there? Hello, everyone.
We are live.
Live.
That's how you
We are
spell
live and we
live.
are living.
Live.
Yes, Diaz.
Oh,
yes.
Who gets the song reference? Live.
I'm getting all the notifications on all of my
Nobody.
YouTube and blah blah blah. Like, ring the bells live. Ring the bells live.
We are live.
Woohoo. Live.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? What's up? Yeah. Okay, Joey, introduce our special guest today, please.
So as I'm reorganizing my Mountain Dews on my side table,
I can't hear Joey.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
I can hear all of you.
You just look like a mime right now.
Okay, Moxie,
I lip synced the whole
back
screen. You might have to log out and come back in, Moxie.
No, Moxie.
Go out and come back in.
I think so.
Bye, Moxie.
Guys, on our live and going to be on our review this week, we have my wonderful favorite person, Miss Lane Rosario.
Yay, Rosario.
Now, Lane, you have to tell everyone because everyone's going to be like, oh my God, what happened? You did the whole tryout with Aja Smith.
Oh, yeah. So, wait, so we got to do a little introduction. So, Rosario here wrestled with Joey and Moxie, both of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I trained with her we trained from the entire time I started, so for a few years now.
Yeah, and you also wrestled like big names like Lufisto, Jordan Grace. Like, who else am I missing?
Nevaeh, Santana Garrett, Saraya Knight was one of those.
Oh my God, Paige's mom.
She's one of my favorite people.
She's she's kind of scary, I'll say.
We did regular one-on-one training sessions with her in like workshops.
Yeah. And then the fun thing is Rosario was recently.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Hello.
I can't hear Diaz. Hold on.
What? But anyway, Rosario was featured on WWE as like a Hello.
I still can't hear Diaz.
Oh my God, Moxie.
Okay,
Moxie just explodes.
A mess. Anyway, back to Rosario. So she tried out for the female referee position. Yeah.
So December 2019, so about a few months ago now, I was at the Performance Center for a referee tryout.
Yeah.
Well, along with Miss Aja Smith, who was the referee for Xia Li and Aaliyah this past Wednesday. So last night, I was rooting for my girl. I was like, woohoo!
Hey, Moxie's back. Hello.
Oh, I can hear you.
Finally.
Elaine, you speak. Okay, Joey, you speak.
Hi.
Yay!
Congrats, Moxie.
I can hear all of you. I know.
That might have been my favorite sequence of things that's ever happened on a live was Moxie trying to get sound.
So how are you all feeling today?
Good. Who's eating chips?
Is that
the awkward silence
Moxie?
was real.
What is that?
Is that donut?
Oh, she's got donuts again.
The donuts are back.
Guess who's back?
Back
again.
Yo, last couple of days in wrestling has been dark.
Oh, yes, it has. Today with Howard Finkel passing hurt my heart today. Like,
me too.
I couldn't even imagine. God forbid anything ever happened to Lillian Garcia, but it's like half my childhood just went away. Like hearing Howard Finkel's voice and then hers, like, it really stings.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a joke and now I feel bad because Joey gave such a heartfelt message. But when Diaz said dark, I wanted to say just like my lipstick. And that's why I wore dark. That's why I wore dark lipstick today. This is how I feel about wrestling.
No.
Dark
Lord. You know.
Were you cracking Lane up there?
No, I was just like, yep.
Howard Finkel is very special to me because we called him like the I don't know. Basically, whenever you go to cafeteria in WWE HQ, he's there, and he will greet you with the biggest smile. So, I started out as like an intern there, and then he was just so nice, and he was like, "Who are you? I've never met you before." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I just like work in the social media team." And he was like, "Well, I know everyone, so what's your name?" So he was like really, really nice to me. So it's really every time you go to cafeteria, like he's there. So last time I was at HQ, he wasn't there. So I was like, "Where is Howard?" Apparently, I heard that he's not doing very well, and so it's a very sad day.
I'm really sorry. It's just hard. He's just one of those icons, and it's not even a controversial type icon,
Oh
everyone
yeah,
just generally likes this human. So it's after yesterday's, day where it just kind of was like, because the cool thing about WWE over the past couple weeks has been that, we get to still see everyone on TV, and it didn't really seem too much
you'll
like
be
this was
affected
really
by it.
affecting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now yesterday was all of that realization just kind of like shattering in, like,
Yeah.
oh no, here it is.
Here's a good question from unboxing.
Okay.
Wait, not that one. Where'd it go? Unboxing time. Sorry. Do you guys collect WWE action figures? And I see tons of action figures behind Joey.
I was gonna say, can you not see mine? I've got a ton
Show
over
us.
here. Ooh, do you want me to show you my favorites? Okay.
Yeah.
While he's grabbing them, I don't actually.
So
this
one
go ahead.
is special to me. This is my Trish Stratus,
Yeah.
which I got on my first Ring the Belle outing with DS.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah, it's that Trish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's so cute.
that's cute.
Hi,
Okay, so I
Twisted
remember
Boss.
you. What was that?
Nothing.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
saying hi to someone.
So this one I thought was really cool because you were talking to Amy on the Kayfabe podcast about this figure, and then she told a whole story about it. So this is the Lita figure where you had to send off your Jack specific box tops to get them, and I fought so hard for this figure, and she did so many moonsaults that I had to recolor in her boobs with a red Sharpie.
That's a funny one.
What box tops? What box tops?
Okay, so the way this one worked, this is when Jack Specific was still doing the WWE action figures. Lita didn't have one. So I looked all over for it, and I was trying to find it. And then finally, out of one of the boxes that I opened, a little flyer fell out. And if you collected enough UPC codes to send back into the company, they would send you the only Lita figure that was available. So my parents took me to Toys R Us, and I mowed so many lawns and everything just to make sure I could get that action figure.
That's dedication.
Yes.
Yep.
We had a really good question here from Marcus. I wonder if Joey has cute feet.
Yo, it's a recession. You want to know how much you got?
That is, you can go to Joey Mayberry OnlyFans account.
No, it's
Joey.
not plural. For Joey Mayberry, it's only fan. Like, there's just one
Joey.
person.
Oh, Joey, that answer was a lot better what I was going to say, because I was going to say, right now, no one can go get a pedicure, so I bet all of our feet are looking gnarly.
Oh, no. Ooh, you know what you can get? And I've never tried it before. And then one of my drag queen friends recommended it. She was like, go to the Dollar Tree. It's called a foot bag. And I was like, what is a foot bag?
I don't like the way that sounds.
It's literally this bag of plastic bag you open, put your foot in it for an hour, and it just lets the skin, like the dead skin, melt off your foot. It's fantastic. I love it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So speaking of dead skin,
yes.
let's talk about serious. Let's talk about serious stuff. So Iyoshi Haliu, hey, hello guys. There will be more releases. Unfortunately, I was wondering which superstars would be released based on your predictions. We don't want to predict who's going to be gone, but let's do a thing where we're going to have a prayer circle, and we're going to each protect one wrestler. Like, we're going to protect one person. Let's choose. Each one choose one person.
Does it have to be from our brand?
No, just from the entire WWE.
All right, I know who I'm thinking of.
Okay.
I got mine.
Okay, let's start from Joey. Let's start from Moxie.
Yeah, leave me last.
Start from Elaine, because she's the special guest.
Okay.
Okay, if I had to save one, and this is 100%, personal feelings for a friend and somebody I would protect to the end, because the person when I
Okay.
moved to Florida was my first female wrestling and friend, and took me into her life as like her best friend, and we're still really close. I'm gonna say 100%, and Joey knows who I'm gonna say. I'm gonna protect Santana Garrett.
That's who I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, 100%. Because
Got
the
it.
girl just got there. She fought tooth and nail to get there, despite all of the drama surrounding her life and things like that. She would be my protection.
Got it.
I mean, I think anyone who really like knows her and saw her get signed finally is just kind of like Brett, like that sigh of like, yes, she finally got it. Like it was, so seeing her go would really be just upsetting.
Yeah. What about you, Moxie?
Mine is, and I know she's totally safe, so I feel like I'm wasting it. So I'll give you my second choice as well.
Becky
But my
Lynch.
first choice, no, it's
Okay.
Bianca.
Bianca Belair.
Bianca.
Oh,
so
no.
my
Safe.
second
She
choice.
is safe. Yeah.
No, I know she's safe. My second choice, not because we don't see her enough, but because she's so brand new, is who I almost thought Elaine was going to say, but I'm glad she didn't, because she's my second choice, is the new ref, Asia Smith.
Oh yeah.
I'm just afraid because she's so new, they might cut her very easily. And then my third choice, which I know we didn't even ask for all of this, is Natalya. I don't think she'll get cut, but because she's been there for so long and they like don't give her good storylines. I'm so afraid they're going to be like done with her. I'm so afraid.
Sorry, you said Natalya, and I just pictured like all of her fans doing an uprising, like, you guys fired Natalya!
I mean, it's hard to tell because people like Fit Finley and Kurt Angle get just
Right.
cut. But
Yeah.
I feel like Natalya is one of those people that has like pension plan, retirement plan, all lined up for Natalya. Like, I
just
personally
don't
believe
think-
that.
I feel like they could put her in a coach role.
Probably, that's what I think.
Oh,
You know what
if
I mean?
they
They could
didn't,
breathe
that'd
her
be
and
the
put her in a
stupidest people in the
coach role.
world.
I feel like Natalya will be there till like she's like 50, 60, and then like turn into like the trainer.
Mhm.
You know what? I was thinking a little bit with the two people you just mentioned, Kurt Angle and Fit Finley.
Mhm.
I was thinking perhaps they chose to, knowing that so much talent was going to get cut. They were like, I've been here for a long time. I have a lot of savings. I have a lot of, rep on the street, a lot of clout. Just get rid of me because I'll survive. I want you to keep some of this young talent. I'm purely speculating. That's not something that we've seen. I just knowing their personalities and their aura backstage, they would totally be gentlemanly and chivalrous like that.
Got it. I also heard that a lot of the producers, their layoff is going to be temporary. I mean, we can't really confirm.
They were furloughed instead of
that's what I'm hearing. What about Joey? Who would you protect? Who are you protecting?
It's really hard because no lie, they fired who I would instantly protect.
Who?
Heath Slater.
Oh.
I have a love of Heath
I got
Slater.
kids.
He has
I
7
got
kids
kids.
to
I need
feed.
this job.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite gimmicks going ever. But if I had to protect somebody solely on the basis of like, this guy needs to do more than he's ever gotten to do, is Bo Dallas.
Oh, we were doing dudes?
Oh, is it just female?
Oh.
We're doing dudes.
I mean, it's interesting that Joey's priority goes for guys on the Women's Wrestling channel. Okay.
Because if we did a dude, my dude would be Sheamus.
I mean, just like my brain and a ship, they both run off semen. Okay, that's it.
Oh.
Okay. I guess he's on Ring the Dude, not Ring the Bell.
USS Mayberry over here.
But my choice will be
The Iconics! Oh my god, I forgot about them!
And also, especially because people started rumor yesterday saying like, "Oh my God, Peyton Royce is gonna..." Like, I was so annoyed by all these like fake release tweets. But
yeah, because like you guys, I read like in 2 different people's on a tweet and on a Facebook that Mickie James was let go, and then I asked you, and you were like, no.
When you told me that, I was like, no. Yeah.
You know what? If they released Mickie James, I think we would just get like an Instagram video about it, and it'd be the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, she's been starting IGTV, right?
Have you watched those things?
About like her backpack at the airport.
It was interesting.
I love them.
But Lane, who's your like favorite women's female wrestler?
Okay,
More
so
like
that's a
inspiration.
huge inspiration. It would have to be right now in this moment of and stage of the game for me. It would have to be two.
Okay.
It was originally when I first started wrestling and watching wrestling as a kid as well. It was Sherry Martel. She will
Oh,
always be
wow.
icon to me
Yeah.
because I loved how loud and abrasive and colorful and bright she was.
Okay.
Fast forward to where I am at now in life, I would have to say Medusa.
Oh.
She's
Just
such a good
because
human.
She's been such an inspiration, and for those of you that don't know, she's kind of the person that helped me still keep on with wrestling. She's the person that I went to right before the tryout. I was about a year before the tryout. I had spoken to her and said to her, like, I'm thinking of quitting. I'm thinking of walking away from this business altogether just because I'm just not happy. I'm just a lot of things. I'm just frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
And if it wasn't for her, probably her and my partner, but I wouldn't be where I am today with all of that, and then be in the mindset where I'm so motivated and ferocious for things. So she has impacted my life more than she will ever realize. Plus, that's me at her age. That's exactly what I'm going to be.
That's
Tattooed
amazing.
up, crazy, zany, motivational, absolutely out of my damn
Zany
head.
lady,
Yep,
zany lady.
100%. So she's who I would be at that age. Actually, as I get older, it's more I see it. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, no,
You know,
I
I
love
can see it so
Medusa.
much.
That's a really good choice. Yeah. Wait, so there's a lot of people just chatting Liv Morgan as always.
I know. Bleh,
But let's
stop
talk about
it.
Liv Morgan is not included in the Money in the Bank match.
That shocked me. Honestly. Well, like, it didn't shock me as much. Like, if they didn't include her, I wouldn't be like too shocked. But not even giving her a qualifying match, that was very shocking.
I'm very afraid after yesterday for the future of anyone that's ever been in the Riot Squad.
I mean, Liv Morgan is someone that they've been pushing recently. So.
I know, and she's on Total Divas, so I'm happy about that. I'm just worried. They've been pushing a lot.
Liv Morgan's on Total Divas?
She
showed up here and there, yeah.
Yeah,
right,
like
okay.
they've gone on like 2 or 3 vacations with her. They flew her mom out like to the Bahamas and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I loved that episode. It was so heartwarming.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't see anything like really happening to Liv because storyline wise, but then I think, the storyline that she was just involved with was with Rusev, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so I guess maybe she isn't safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that was surprising because Liv was getting like tons of push. Didn't she defeated Natalia at WrestleMania. She didn't beat Asuka. But so I'm a little surprised. But maybe she can go directly to Becky for a championship match, maybe.
Maybe.
Go one.
I mean, all she has to do, according to the new Dana Brooke rule, is walk up backstage and ask for a title shot, and you get one. That's how it works.
Lane, what do you think of Liv Morgan recently?
I like her gear. I like the attitude. And wish they would do more with her in a storyline.
Yeah.
Like, I was so hyped at the videos and the vignettes. I mean, the things that she was doing on her Instagram to tease her comeback. And then when she made her comeback, I was kind of like, oh, so you went more goth looking. Okay. Like, I wanted a bigger dramatic.
You want more.
thing. Like, she's a gorgeous girl. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy she's back. But like, I wish they would do more with her and her character and fully develop that into something darker. Like, I was hoping, I had another theory in mind for her comeback, and I was completely wrong on what they were going to do with her. I was hoping they were going to make her part of the Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah, that was the rumor that was going around.
That rumor was huge.
So bad. I wanted her to come back and be Sister Abigail or somebody in the house, because I feel like that dimension between Bray and a female would have just been amazing. It would have just been a nice concept.
Yeah.
Dimension, you say?
But thank you so much, Degeneration J, for the super chat. We also have super chat
Thank
from
you.
Jazzy Jeff. Meltzer reported main roster cuts are down. So I think
Fuck Meltzer. I'm just kidding.
She did it.
I mean,
That escalated quickly.
finally he came with some good news.
Meltzer's the reason we have AEW, and it's not all bad. So
He did, didn't he? Like,
He was like-
what did he do?
he was like, I guarantee Cody
Oh,
Rhodes
yeah.
can't blah 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 for All In, and Cody Rhodes is like, I'll see your bet and I'll raise you to All Out, and then they got a
There you
TV
go.
contract. So
And then boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, this is a good news. I also read that the main roster cuts are done, even though it's weird that only got the Raw people was out. But I guess SmackDown side is okay. Maybe Fox saved them. I don't know. But
Fox got money.
But the news also said there are tons of cuts coming to NXT though.
there's that's what I was about to say. Like, okay, main roster, cool, but do you realize there's literally still probably 60% of the talent employed that's not main roster?
Yeah.
Because the Performance Center has so many people.
Yeah,
There's
and I
just-
said this last night on our emergency thing, Joey, I'm so worried for all of NXT UK. That
Oh,
is like
yeah.
a brand new budding. Like, that would be so easy to close right now. Not in a good way. It would completely upset me that I'm so worried for all of NXT UK.
That's where I differ in opinion. I feel like, and going back to the Aja thing too, Moxie, I feel like even though because she's so new, but she was history making. So that's why she wasn't on my
Mhm.
list, because I knew kind of the
That's
safety
true.
thing, because she's the first African American female ref. You're not just going to go and cut that line.
Let's
Mhm.
hope it's WWE.
I check in on her every couple of hours. How you doing? I text her, you okay? Like, what's going on? And I feel like that with the NXT UK as well, because it's such a niche thing that has them in a different market. That's kind of be safe. I can't say the whole roster I don't worry about, but I feel like NXT
Right.
UK as a whole is going to be safe because it's a niche thing.
Got it.
I mean,
You
they
know what I
can't
mean?
cut-
Like,
because they have the whole NXT UK Performance Center over there as well, so they have to like keep it manned. I guess like you can't just cut the entire.
I theorize, and I could
Here's
be
a
very
really
wrong.
funny.
Oh, go
Here's a
on.
really funny chat. Vince doesn't know NXT UK exists.
that's funny.
Hold on. He doesn't need to know that the UK exists because he's too focused on rebuilding America.
Yeah.
That hurts my head. you
The
guys.
man that let the XFL die several times, as well as had to have several corporate bailouts, is going to rebuild America.
The
It'll be
only
great
way
again.
I am okay with all of this happening is if all of a sudden we get this apocalyptic scenario in the future where Vince McMahon and Donald Trump have led into this barren wasteland, and then a group of renegades led by Stone Cold Steve Austin uprise against America.
Oh my god.
We're literally living in a wrestling storyline. I really feel it. Like, this is just a huge heel faction building right now.
We'd fight
Sorry.
the dog. Give me a hell yeah.
Yeah, the whole situation's crazy. The 18 million situation's crazy.
That. Hold on. I have to ask, Lane, with the whole Florida scenario being that you live up, you're right near the Performance Center.
Yep.
Like, has that been a big talk down there? Has that been huge in Florida, or is it just kind of like
Across the board, to be honest with you, there's not a lot of things here, but you can also see schools, and you'll know which ones I'm talking about, have already started putting out, oh, hey, if you're an ex-talent and you live in Orlando, when we open back up, come train here. But it's nothing talking about those people that actually live here. So there hasn't been a real big uprising in it. That, and also none of us can really get together like we're doing now and discuss it. So I haven't really heard anything.
right?
Like I said, I'm just maintaining the people that I know, like friends here, like, you okay? I'm checking in on you, because you kind of have to worry about your friends. But there's no been any big rising on talk about it, except for people inviting them after this is all said and done.
Well, I was talking to Kim, who runs Ignite Wrestling down in Florida, who's one of the
Mhm.
few female wrestling promoters that are in Florida. And she was talking about the fear of, since WWE is now able to go live, a lot of indie promotions are going to talk about trying to open up shop around there. And that thought
It's funny.
terrified me.
I have a story.
Oh, no.
So I got, and then this is gonna remain nameless. I had a message sent my way saying, since wrestling is considered essential, I'm thinking of running a show. Would you want to be in on it? And
Wait,
I
what?
was just like, wait a minute, wrestling is not considered essential. WWE is considered essential. Thank you very much.
As soon as she brought that point up, I knew somebody was going to do it. So I'm really kind of scared for what could happen with these public gatherings in Florida. It's a little terrifying.
Is this some
No, it wasn't a
indie
public
drama?
thing.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a public thing. They were just going to do like empty arena, like WWE is doing, and live stream it. So it was going to be that type of thing with maybe 4 matches with like 7 or 8 people there. It wasn't going to be anything with a crowd. I made sure I asked about information on that and how that was all going to work, because I'm not putting myself in a situation where I'm, 1, going to get in trouble, and 2, going to get sick. So no.
Well, Moxie and DS, would you guys consider watching or even competing on an indoor indie show right now?
I could see an indoor wrestling show. I don't know. It's a contact sport, so I'm a little concerned about that.
Yeah.
I would not pay to watch an indie promotion stream it. If it was Facebook Live, I would probably watch it. Would I compete? Considering, unfortunately, real estate in the state of Indiana is considered essential, which I shouldn't say unfortunately. I'm very fortunate that I'm still able to work. I've still been coming in contact, although staying 6 feet apart, with people this entire time. So if I saw that the person like didn't have a fever or anything like that, all of us were basically slathered down in hand sanitizer, I would probably do a match. But also, and I know as soon as I say this, someone is going to steal it. It is my goal to somehow wrestle during this coronavirus pandemic and do an entire match not touching my opponent.
Love it.
Oh, have you not seen that yet?
Like a force field match?
Wait a minute.
No,
Somebody's
like,
offended?
Yeah, have you guys not seen the
I
social
have
distance
so
match?
many ideas that I
No.
could use for this. No, I've never seen it. I've been like stewing
Who
on
is it?
ideas.
I can't remember who it is. It's 2 indie guys, and they are just in like a little warehouse, and they're having a social distance match. They're standing like 6 feet away from each other, and he's literally like doing a choke slam, and he takes the bump, and it's a social distance
That's
6
funny.
feet away match.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only reason I told this said promoter that I would, if my match was against one person, and Joey, you'll love my answer, it's the person that I live with. I told him I would only do it
Oh,
against
You would
my boyfriend, because
That would work for me too. You're
Would that
smart.
bring-
it makes it so much easier, because
would that stream in different platforms?
I don't know what platform he is.
Is that the OnlyFans too?
He
Yeah,
he
right?
means pornography.
it's not
Yeah, no.
pornography. Well, I mean, Lane, I don't know if you want to talk about your boyfriend, but he's very talented.
Thank you very much.
In
I'm
what
fine.
way?
Hey. But I'm like, since we're on that topic, like this whole pandemic has actually kind of helped his career, if that makes sense. Or is people finally getting to see him and his career flourish, I guess, because he was at Mania and also did AEW recently and was on their Dark on YouTube.
Oh, that's
Do you want-
amazing.
Do you want to plug his name, or is that no?
Yeah, why?
Oh
Is
yeah,
it a secret?
of course not. I'm not hiding that. Hello, we've been together for 10 years. I am not hiding that relationship. There's no way.
I was like, is this a quiz? I was like,
Yeah, 10 years. My boyfriend is the upgrade Mike Reed.
Mike Reeve.
Reed, like
Mike
a
Reeve. Yeah.
tangible reed.
Like in a flute.
In a flute. That was what I was trying to do. Was flute. This was. Flute.
This is a flute.
This was apparently
Hey,
flute.
okay, this is a PG show, everyone. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know how pro wrestling can go on in this era, because drag queens a lot of drag queens are doing the live lip sync shows, like live
Yeah.
performances, like digital live performances. So I actually been filming some of the drag queens perform in like green screen and stuff like that. So yeah. But we have a super chat
Ooh.
Super chat.
from my friend Spidey Sam. Of course, I remember you. And if you guys could book Money in the Bank, who would enter and win?
See
Let's-
some feet.
Let's talk about who should win.
Who should win
I
Money
need
in
the
the Bank?
question again.
Granted, there's Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler in there.
I mean, you already said the answer. Who I think should win the Money in the Bank? It's Nia Jax.
Nia Jax, okay.
Bianca Belair.
She should have been in that match.
She's not going to be though.
She should have been.
Yeah.
Y'all already took her from us, and then you can't put her on the car.
Yeah, Lane, what do you think? Who should win Money in the Bank?
I agree with Joey. I'm Nia Jax on that one.
Nia Jax.
Hmm
I
think-
also do,
yeah.
in my real answer, agree with Nia Jax.
It's the man versus the face breaker.
I see Nia Jax winning it. Okay, the problem with me and Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler winning it, they don't really need it. I want someone like Carmella who can like actually use this briefcase to like work into their character. You know, Nia Jax is already like so strong. She doesn't need Money in the Bank to win something.
But on the same route, on the terms of Carmella, if she wins it again, you're only showing that the only way that she can get over is by having it, because if she already used that as a means to get over.
I have an idea, and I think I'm going to get hired by WWE, despite the fact that they're laying off everyone. So if they put Money in the Bank on Asuka and then give her like a snake kind of overlay, like spitting venom kind of thing, and she can strike whenever she wants to, and she
that'd be cool.
kabukis it up, I would buy a Snake Asuka t-shirt.
Well, I was thinking it should be Naomi and she should glow it up.
Ooh, blow the briefcase up?
Yeah.
You're right. I changed my former answer and changed it to Naomi. You're right. I forgot all about her. She's my.
You forgot about her?
Like, I forgot that she was in it.
Oh, she's not.
Oh,
in
she's
it.
not yet.
So we gotta figure out who's gonna be on SmackDown side. Who do you?
Did they
who do you wanna
announce
see?
qualifying matches yet?
I think it's like. Let me see. Not
I
sure yet.
If I had to pick people from SmackDown, I would think they'll put Mandy Rose in it.
So Sonya. Wait.
You guys, wait. Sorry for interrupting you, DS. You know how someone just super chatted us that supposedly, or Dave Meltzer reported main roster cuts are over?
Mm-hmm.
What if WWE doesn't consider SmackDown main roster?
No, that would be terrible.
Ooh.
No.
Bum, bum, bum.
No,
The truth comes out.
No, I think that's a stretch, right?
I'm just,
They have Roman Reigns.
you know, digging, like we said earlier. Like, we're digging because we have nothing else to do.
the qualifying match we have right now is Dana Brooke versus Naomi.
Naomi.
Yeah.
So, are you guys putting Dana Brooke in your prayer circle, hoping she makes the cut?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any faith that I don't think that she won't make the cut. Like, nothing has given me a reason to think that she wouldn't, just because she's been there so long and she's just now being pushed into a main storyline. I don't see a reason to just yank her right back out, because a lot of the people they did release seem to be people who are just not anywhere on television. Like, the only exception being Sarah Logan, who was on Raw, but she literally got her arms stomped on, and they were going to write her off TV anyway.
Yeah.
But I saw a trend this week with that. If you notice, Nia Jax, Deanna, Aleister Black, No Way Jose. So I feel like those were kind of preemptive. Here's how we're going to take you out.
If you lose,
that's why I'm really afraid for
Aaliyah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I was literally about to say. Like we were saying earlier in our review, like I'm so afraid for Aaliyah.
Ooh,
and Vanessa Bourne.
I don't know where she's been. Period.
Yeah.
I saw someone, I think she might be injured actually, but someone posted a picture of like her group's performance center t-shirt pick, like the new recruits thing. And she was in there with like Bianca and I think it's Sarah Logan, maybe, which is unfortunate, but everyone had already been called up except for her. And she's barely on television.
Yeah. We got super chat from our friend Phil Lindsay from Belle the Belle.
Hey, Bill.
And he said,
Bill.
"Hi guys, do you think Kairi Sane is leaving WWE? There's so much news and rumor about Kairi Sane might be leaving this year."
She did just get married, so maybe that would make sense too. You kind of want to be on a honeymoon or with your significant other if that's
especially in a time like this.
Yeah, and I mean, it would make me sad because I really like her. I think she's so cute and tiny but mighty, but like so cute. But it would make sense. You just got married. Why wouldn't you want to go home and maybe start a family or do that stuff and have a home life?
Yeah,
I can agree with that. Kairi Sane is such a top tier talent. Like such a top tier talent. Like that woman can wrestle and they're just not really letting her do it. So to send her back over to Japan after her release, I think I wouldn't be too upset about it.
No, because then we could just watch her on Stardom.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, Moxie?
I don't know. I really do think it would be an odd thing to see Kairi Sane because she's been in a lot of, main storylines.
Main evented.
Right, exactly. And I do know that, like you said, she just got married, but I've been married for almost 4 years to a wrestler, and it wasn't like my thing to have to suddenly stay home and wrestle. Stay home and quit wrestling and have kids or anything. So that's not always in somebody's cards or life plan. Do I think that she might be one of the people they see as expendable? Unfortunately, yes, but that doesn't mean I agree with that.
Yeah. We have a cool question from Wrestling Fan 63. Did you guys see Scarlett Bordeaux on NXT? Did she show up this week? And last week she showed up, and you guys didn't talk about it. They're mad.
Okay, so she was in the car with Killer Cross for the vignette that they did of them. That's the only part that I saw her in, but then I didn't watch the last maybe 5 minutes of NXT last night because I was just so happy watching the females that apparently Killer Cross under a different name, Karrion Cross, I believe they named him, came out and attacked
Kellyanne Cross?
Okay,
Karrion.
I didn't see that. So
Karrion is what they named
Karrion
Cross. I don't know how to pronounce it. I could be pronouncing it 100% wrong, but I know that.
I mean, we missed apparently what happened last week or whatever, and then we didn't see that. I didn't see that this week because, Lord forgive me, once the women's matches are kind of done, sometimes I tune out and I'm just on my phone or on my computer, and then if something happens while I'm typing a tweet and I happen to miss the glimpse, But if it's once they do their big debut and I finally see them, that's when build up starts for me. Like the little vignettes are just like those little, what's the word I'm looking for? Easter eggs, if you happen to catch them. No, once they give them that big debut, then they're on my radar. Then I got them.
Okay. Hey guys. Oh, sorry, DS, for interrupting. Unfortunately, I have to go. I've had a bunch of things pouring in, and I had the previous engagement that I have to take care of at 4:30. So I wanted to say bye. I want to say thank you to all of our fans for all the super chats. Elaine, thank you for joining us on our review, and I can't wait for all the fans to be able to see it. And guys that are watching us, we will.
We're staying. Moxie's leaving.
Wrestling will get through this, I promise, and all of you will get through all of your quarantines. Bye guys.
Bye Moxie, we love you.
Bye Moxie, love you.
Do you see who's on the screen right now? It's
Shalandra's
up there. Hi.
Hey
Shalandra.
Girl, I wasn't gonna let you give up. Come on. You know that I wasn't gonna let you. Come on, let's just be real.
Well, what's the story?
Yeah.
Okay. So we had what I like to call a come to Jesus conversation. Same way I had somebody have that conversation with me. Shalandra and I had a well over hour-long conversation about her frustrations, about her depression when it comes to pro wrestling and everything going on there. I told her, don't give up, because you never know what opportunities are coming, to you. And at the time, I didn't know what opportunities were coming my way either. So if those things can happen out of nowhere for me, they can happen out of nowhere for nobody. This business, especially right now,
Mm-hmm.
you never know what's going to be next. And for her, and just, all the love and all the positivity, I was just like, girl, you need to keep going and don't give up, because you just never know. And I told her at the time, and she's going to love me for this one. At the time she had been the first female to do the national anthem for All Elite for their first ever pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like
That was amazing.
At the time, most women will never get that chance to even sing. And then at their next one, she was on it, and she's been featured before. So I was telling her, look, girl, it may not be quantity of how many matches you have, but it's quality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm glad you told her to keep going, because she's doing amazing. I hope to see her in big stages. She's amazing. Oh my god, she was so cool last week. I love her. I love her so much.
She's so sweet.
But we got some big super chat today from Rosalina. I hope Xia Li stays. Oh my god, I really hope Xia Li stays. What do you think?
We were just discussing this on the review. We were like, she's kind of bottom of the totem pole when it comes to the on-air NXT talent. They don't really give her too much. I mean, she did get the win this week, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. So I really hope they keep her. But I think much like who was Moxie saying you were saying, Lane, about how Aja's a very, history-making talent.
Yeah.
Same as
Same for Xia
Li. Yeah.
Xia, Kavita, I think those are the ones that are safe.
Yeah.
For obvious reason. For the market sharing reasons. Not to say that that's the only reason we would keep Xia, but
I know. It bothers me so much that we have to say things like that, like, oh, they're kept around because they're a niche talent.
Yeah.
You should be exploring talent over a vast thing and not just select someone to fill a role. And that drives me crazy.
I was actually talking about that during when we published Jake Atlas video, and then it was on Reddit, and some people are like, what does it matter he's gay? Just let them wrestle for their talent. But I think it does matter that he's gay, and then he's outwardly talked about it, because, and I mean, we can say that Stephanie picked him. Some people are saying, did Stephanie pick him just because he's gay?
No, because in that case, you would have kept Darren Young, because he physically came out while he was with the company.
That's very true,
so if it was about and I say this, that it's not about just the gay card with him. It's if you wanted that niche or that niche, you would have kept Darren Young at that point.
Yeah. But he's extremely talented. But I also do think corporations being aware of diversity and picking talents and that being mindful of that is important.
Very.
Yeah.
It's very important to do it. I would just like to see it, maybe hire more than one person,
exactly.
Just a couple.
Totally. They should definitely expend it like that.
Well, I feel like they are, because they've hired within the last few classes, at least I know with the one last few classes, they've had a lot of, and this little Latina proud, they've hired on a lot of Latin speaking and Latin females.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Catalina, like the other girl, I don't quite know her name. And the Latina sensation herself, Mercedes Martinez. Yeah. That story alone was amazing, and she represents the Latin people to the umpteenth degree. So
I've heard a little bit of a rumor, and this is not from dirt sheets, nothing. It's just from talks of people that do some stuff. There's a rumor that the next country that WWE is looking at is some sort of Latin country, so that would kind of follow suit with the new hirings.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Let's answer Rose's question though. Do you think it's better to release non-wrestling high-paid legends and not the lower-paid NXT talents? What do we think?
That's a good question.
I feel 50-50 on this.
Okay.
I feel like the legends, because they bring so much knowledge to it, but I also feel like in this day and age where it's all like a little bit about the new school and building new talent, keeping the newer talent is a good thing, because then you get to build new legends and new blood and new things. But do I feel bad for the legends that are getting released? 100%. So it's that, slide and scales that you have to, for 50-50 for me, because yes, is it the
Yeah,
legends
totally
that made their
agree.
money and now they can retire, so to speak, and then keeping the younger ones, you can build up new talent so that you have new blood.
Hmm.
Mhm.
But do I want to see anybody lose their job? No. But
Yeah.
those are my points.
Um,
That's the hardest thing, is just you don't want to see anyone get hurt via the outcome. So it's hard to pick one side or the other. It's literally that meme that we keep seeing of like, do you let the train hit 5 people or hit 1 person thing?
yeah. I mean, Disney, the CEOs are not getting paid this time.
I have no comment
Oh
upon
So
that.
no,
I am a
they
maybe
can't
Universal
maybe Vince
employee.
should
gas up
do
their
that.
plane.
Maybe
Maybe
Vince
you
should do
should.
that.
I tell you, if you want to, okay.
I am impartial to this because I am a competitor employee, and so I am going to not say anything but flip my hair, because Universal has been, just off record, Universal has been amazing to their employees so far.
Are you part of
So
Universal?
yes, I am.
Oh wow.
I am a proud Universal employee. And May 17th, we've been 10 years with the company.
10 years with the company. I didn't know you've been there for 10 years.
That's amazing.
Huh.
And
But
you know that Joey has been part of Disney.
I know this is the internal battle we have had. I still love him though.
I was legit just telling Tyler last night that I would go back to work for Disney in a heartbeat, like no lie.
Well,
But
now they have a bunch of openings. You have a chance.
I don't know if they have openings, but they're opening up a lot of space for sure.
But also,
yeah.
I would go to work at Universal in a heartbeat. I'd work for a theme park in a heartbeat. Those health benefits, that ain't nothing to shake a stick at. They're really good.
But that's where I feel lucky in all of this, is because I get to be home and still have my medical benefits and things like that. So
Yeah. We got super chat from Marcus Navera Garcia. Maybe Joey will take a sip of Mountain Dew for that.
yeah, you have to give him a reason.
Yes, do it. Do it.
He just chugged the whole bottle. He's so funny.
It's okay. I got another one.
And we've got super chat from Oksana from Lithuania. No, just came from Paris, France. I've been following you for about 5 to 6 months, and I love your content. For me, I hope some NXT talent like Vanessa Bourne stays.
Oh, thank you, Oksana, for letting me entertainment you.
$1 million baby. Yeah. Vanessa. So we've talked a lot about talents that we at least see on TV, but like who's not on TV NXT wise? Who should we completely protect?
Ooh.
Okay. I can change my answer with this one because I gave you my save before.
You did.
So I'm going to give you a different one. Who haven't we seen? And I'm sticking to females if we're talking talent on who haven't we seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, mine would be somebody that I want to see more of, because she really hasn't done much on NXT TV before, after getting signed. Mine would be Mercedes Martinez.
You took mine. Dang it. Okay.
Mine would be Mercedes Martinez. Her wealth of years in this business and her talent, I feel we need to see more of that, because I feel like she would be an amazing heel that you can take the vet approach with her, or you can do the baby face. Here's my story. Here I am. Like a lot of people can relate to her in that realm. She's multiple. I'm making up words here. She's multiple relatable. Like you can relate to her in all realms of things, even going down to being, So I mean, there's multifacets to her that we can relate to.
Oh yeah. What about Joey?
You took mine. Mine was Mercedes, but there is a second one for me, and that's going to be Miss Casey Catanzaro.
Oh, you took those are all really good ones.
I mean, Casey Catanzaro, there's very, very few people who can literally hop in that ring and show me something that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
And
I really like her a lot.
She's so talented.
Yeah.
And so cute. She's like this cute little bubbly thing. Like, she's just so adorable.
Yes, she is.
I'm just gonna say Sarah Amato, maybe the trainer.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one, right?
I don't think
she counts. I mean, she's somebody that hasn't been on TV and is backstage there. And honestly, I'm with you on that one, especially having gone through the tryout in December.
Yeah.
She was an integral part for me.
Mhm.
If somebody that was released that I would have saved as far as coaches there along that route would have been Serena Deeb. She would have been one.
Wait.
And if we have to go males, it would be Chris Steele
Oh wow.
or
I didn't know
Steele.
Serena got released. I
She
knew
got
Sarah did. I didn't
Yeah,
know
Of the
Serena
released,
went.
yeah.
Of the coaches, yeah, they released a bunch of the NXT coaches, and Ace Steele, Chris, him, and Serena would have been two of the coaches that I would have saved.
Is Quack
Out
still
of
there?
Who?
Quack?
Quack was only brought in as a week's worth of.
Oh, okay.
So far, I don't know anything for sure about him definitely signing on as a coach. I know that they bring in guest coaches a lot, so I don't know if that was like a guest coaching thing. I don't know anything about that. I just know that it was they bring in a lot of guest coaches.
I assume they gave him a job. Okay.
We have super chat from David Clark.
Hey,
For the
David.
boyfriend.
Ew. David.
He's a little busy because he has boyfriend.
I know.
But we have a guest that
A
really
guest?
wants to talk about a certain topic, and I think it's a really good topic because I really wanted to talk about, and then we discuss all about it in News and Rumor episode coming out in an hour. But welcome, Marcus.
Hey, what's
Hi,
up?
Marcus.
Hello.
hey.
So Marcus, you want to talk about Ronda Rousey's?
Yes.
Okay. So before we start that, did you like her run in WWE or no?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, like I kept trying to find reasons to like not like it, but it was just so freaking good. Like,
I have a question. Are you or are you not Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic?
Did you
I
freeze?
think it's froze. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take this moment and bow out, guys, because I do
okay.
have some things to do. Not that I want to, just life
Okay.
happens.
Wait, Lane,
Um,
before you leave, quick
Yes.
answer. Did you like Ronda's reign or no in WWE?
Yes, just because I thought it brought a different flavor
Uh-huh.
to wrestling. But I'm gonna leave that as a 50-50. Yes and no. Yes and no. I'm trying to be as PC as I can with that one, but yes. But ... But
Got
I definitely thought it brought a different perspective to the wrestling
Okay.
industry. So
All
that's
right.
all I have to say about that. On that note, I'm gonna bow out gracefully. It was
Bye,
fun talking
Lane.
to you.
Bye, Elaine.
Really
Love
fun
you. I'll
talking
see
to
you
you.
soon.
Back soon. Yep. Have a great show,
Text
guys.
me.
Bye. I will. Bye.
All right. So Joey, you know what happened about Ronda Rousey, right?
I do, but no, I was joking. But you do so look like Rey Mysterio's son, and I think you're an adorable human.
And he got upset.
Oh.
He quit.
Yeah.
oh my god, that'd be. I hope I get to meet that man one day. He's the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
So let's briefly talk about Ronda Rousey's situation. She said that the fans are effing ungrateful, and then she went on to Twitter saying that wrestling's fake. So fans should not disrespect the real fighters. And then
Right.
Nia Jax is like, I'm gonna beat you up. And then Alexa Bliss is like, you fucking injured me. So there's like a whole thing. And so what do you think? What do you think of this whole situation?
Okay, like if it's a work, she got me. Okay, like she worked me. Like
She got you hot.
yes, because I read that and I was like, this bitch, like she was probably training for that debut match for what, 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
For like that court, like like it's obviously it's pre-planned, but like they rehearsed that to no end because they were not gonna let their like shiny new toy fail on the grandest stage. And she got mad because what people booed her because like okay, maybe it's all scripted, right? And maybe like she just got me, it's okay. But like if it's not scripted and she legit feels that way, because like all the like I remember watching Survivor Series and bro, this bitch was mad when they booed her. Like some guy from the audience was saying something to her and she said, "You're not a man," and like she just kept walking and like looking at the crowd. But it's like I get it. It's like you want to be a face, right? You want to get cheers, and like. But like to feel entitled to it, and when fans boo you because, they start coming to terms with the truth, and the truth is like you walked in with a red carpet, and like they made you a star, like they allowed you to be a star.
Wait, Marcus, can you put your AirPods off?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
So
He's talking about the Survivor Series match against Charlotte, where Ronda was booed out of her hometown crowd, and a lot of people, especially like Dave Meltzer loves saying how Ronda turned on people since that day. Okay, so Joey, what were you saying?
Wrestler standpoint, you want to come out here and you want to come into a world and be celebrated and be loved and yada yada yada. Everyone gets that. Every single person that's ever stepped into a ring has wanted to stand on the turnbuckle, put your arms up in the air, and have people take pictures and cheer for you. That's wrestling. That's what it is. So she wanted to do that. What I don't think she understands from a wrestling standpoint is if people are telling you you suck and people are like giving you jabs and booing you, that's part of the deal too. It's the equivalent to being cheered and having that picture taken up. If you stand up on the turnbuckle and they announce your name and people boo you out of the building, they still like you. They just want to boo you. Very few people have legitimately been booed out of a building because people just don't want them to be there, the namesake being Eva Marie. But like, if people are booing you and giving you a reaction, that's still good. You're still doing your job. And I think with this whole situation that, yes, she initially said that in a shoot form. She was saying, screw these fans, because she was being pissy. I legit think WWE did what they did with the whole Lita situation and said, we're going to make it a work. Talk to Shayna. And then boom, you've got every fan talking about this whole scenario. And you're using this woman who's still under contract to make a bunch of headlines. So bada bing, bada boom, they won. Oh God, did I just quote Enzo Amore? I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay. Yeah. So what did you do? What did you think, Marcus?
Wait, did you hear any of what I said earlier? Like when I had my AirPods? Oh, okay, okay. Like I said, like if it's a work, she got me. Like I do think it's smart. It's a work. Like it's a smart work.
But do you think her calling pro wrestling is? I mean, even if it's a work, do you think it's a smart work? Is it beneficial for the industry? Like some people think, even if it's work, it is not. It's not like beneficial for the story building. Even CM Punk said in the backstage saying that this whole calling wrestling fake might be kind of, what's the phrase? Like you're putting X on your own foot. I don't know. You're basically
putting wait, what did you say?
What's the
getting
saying?
Egg on your own head? Egg on your face?
Maybe that, yeah.
Foot in your own mouth?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, putting your foot in
your face, yeah.
Okay. I mean, the thing about it is calling wrestling fake is at this point just cliche and stupid. Like we know, all of us know, except for that one guy who's like, it's still real to me, damn it. He doesn't know, but the rest of us, we know. We got it. So I just think it's all kind of stupid. And yeah, maybe she worked a few people over, but I think she was shooting, and I think now WWE is going to capitalize on it.
Yo, I don't think I thought a lot of people worked over it, like tons of people. I think Lana's definitely worked over.
Well, like okay, if she really thinks it's fake, it's like this bitch fell on Alexa Bliss's head twice. Like literally in the documentary, both times Alexa got injured, like with Evolution, is because Ronda didn't do the fucking judo flip right. Fell on this bitch's head. The second time she busted her nose too. Like they didn't put on camera is how bad the second one was. It's like,
well, I think the reason she injured Bliss so much is look at her. She's like 5 foot tall. Ronda's not used to that. So.
Bro, Bliss can't even take Asuka's kicks. Like
okay, Marcus, coming here shading everyone.
You can come in and shade people for not taking.
She's talented. She's really talented. It's just like me. Like she and Carmella kind of have a similar thing where like they get very scared, I think, to take hits to the face, and I don't blame them. I mean, they're gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, no. Here's the thing. I tell this to
every face cannot take the punch.
Hold on. Can I break some kayfabe real quick?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, as wrestlers, you got to go out there maybe 3-4 times a week and take these kicks on live TV. Even if you do that, it's going to tear up your body.
Yeah.
I've had fans say some shit like that whenever. Oops, sorry, I'm getting all color. At like indie shows, they're like, "Oh, well, they didn't take a punch. They didn't do that." And I just look at people. I'm like, "Do you want to do it?" Like, yo, If Asuka's throwing a straight up kick at my face, naturally I'm going to put my hands up and block it. And especially if I'm going to get kicked, yeah, why would I not protect myself? You know what? Because as soon as you get injured, you ain't getting a paycheck no more. So I don't blame.
Well, anyway, we're going to wrap up the stream soon. But before we go, I just want to ask Marcus, if you have the prayer circle, who would you protect in this situation from being released?
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie. Normally, I'd be really scared for Tamina.
Yeah, good thing she's in the championship storyline right now.
Yeah, she got a title match later.
Yeah, I don't know that that'll stop them, but like for me, I just kind of think after like the whole like the Jimmy Snuka scandal and whatnot, she's kind of one of those employees where like I don't think they're ever gonna really let her go.
That's the point. That's good.
Yeah, so like I don't see her being gone. Let me see. I was pretty scared for Aaliyah after she like jobbed out Tazaya this week. I'm like, ooh, what? But like I like her. Like she got her.
Is she the one person you're gonna protect?
I mean, what was that?
Is she the one person that you're gonna protect?
I mean, in terms of who's really in danger, yeah.
Okay.
Who's in danger, bro?
Good choice. Yeah.
I remember back in the day, every time they did the cleaning rounds, like somebody would like on the Diva Dirt site would post like, "Oh, Rosa, you're in danger, girl."
Rosa has tenacity. She's been there for a
the
while.
Rosa Mendez effect is something we need to study for real. To
So like when I was like googling about Rosa, one of the recommended searches how is she still employed. But anyway, no shade. I really got to love her on Total Divas, so she's been great. But Marcos, thank you so much for joining in this chat. Thank you so much.
Thanks for letting me yell at you. Sorry.
Okay, we've been doing this for a year. We've been doing this for an hour. Let's wrap this up.
Come on, Miss Buttercup.
I gotta work. Anyway, we have a news and rumor video that's coming out in maybe like 40 minutes. It was supposed to be out yesterday, but then the whole shit happened, so we're like, never mind.
Yep.
But yeah. All right.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming to the live, everyone. Moxie and I have our special guest, Miss Lane Rosario, coming up for the NXT and AEW review later this weekend. So thank you guys so much for watching.
I want to quote Joey. Overall, it was a solid chat.
And I'm going to quote James Mansfield and say, bye.
Bye. All right.